Okay, we're back with our the Teenage Exocolonist. So this, like in the last stream, things were really rough. Okay, we are 16-year-old now. Okay, so in the last stream we started when we were 14. Okay, and 14, like I feel like a lot of things happened, because okay, when we were in 14 years old, we were suffering through basically famine because one thing is that at the end of Glow, basically the last month for when we were 13, we were attacked by the I wouldn't say animals, because like in this planet, like the animals can grow roots and like root themselves, and the plants can move. So like I don't want to say it's an animal, like okay, life form. Okay, so this life form came. Wait, give me a second. I think I should go back to the main menu so you can see, because it's gallery over here. Basically we were facing an attack that destroyed the geopod, basically like our farm. So we lost quite a number of crops. So we're suffering through famine. Okay, and going through that, like since our mom is the head of the head of the farm, of the farming in the colony. So she worked hard. She worked so hard until she broke down. So it was a very like emotional thing. Like I tried to go and forage some stuff. I did try to help with the farm, but we lost her. And it was painful, man. Like going through that, and after that, not only that we barely managed to scrape by, then we were attacked by this monster here. It was like, I was like, what the hell's this? And basically the whole colony is gone. Okay, after that. So let's see where is the background. Helios attack, Strato colony, Helio colony. Where's the destroyed? So basically our colony is destroyed. So like there's nothing left. Okay, we lost our engineering wing, we lost our geodomes, we lost our command center. Like there's nothing left. And then what? A miracle happened. Helios, another spaceship, landed on the planet, and in a sense, like for us, like the Stratos one, we are like, it's more of a like intellectual spaceship where like we're more free. But for Helios, it's more of like a military type. There's a lot of military personnel, and they're led by a very annoying person. Okay, I wonder if I can find any characters here. I haven't reached. Of course, I haven't finished anything yet. But still, it was such a like surprise. Like at least with their arrival, we managed to we managed to survive longer, because we see that they have 5 years of supplies. So hopefully by then we will be able to like cultivate our own food, and not to mention we still have the looming threat, because the main character here is more like something like Steinsky, where Okabe have the ability to like perceive differences when he jumped through timeline. I think it's something happened to the main character. Okay, it's like he will have deja vus. Okay, and like he can somehow know, okay, there's going to be an attack on this day, or like, okay, this teacher is gonna fall. This teacher is gonna trip on himself. Okay, so a lot he have that that ability to recognize changes in timeline. Now, without a doubt, we're 16. It's gonna be 4 more years because it says that the game only lasts until we're 20. Like, I do want, to like play again a second playthrough, and like I want to try and save, the people that we lost. So Flulu, our mom, starved to death when you were 14. Okay, and then finally check this out. Okay, so I just recap a while ago. Basically, we're living in this new planet that is a nightmare, and we lost a couple. We lost our mom. We lost our governor. We lost our teacher. We lost Uncle Tony, basically one of our friends. Father, and we lost Tom, one of our friends' brother. So like a lot of losses. So, but since Helios came, we have a couple of new friends. So first of all is Rex. Okay, yeah. First of Rex is like everybody have like some sort of augmentation. So like doggy ears here. Okay, and like another one will probably be anemone. Well, everybody have, okay, armor scale skin. So for me, I have 2 augment because like I tinker my biology a little bit because I maxed out my perk. Okay, so I got the 3rd perk over here. Okay, Nomi, well, a non-binary kid. And then who's the other one? There's another teenager around here. Where is it? This guy. This Vase. He's a jerk. Okay? And the guy that took over, that's the captain of Helios, is this. Governor after Helios Pause landed, young, brash, and aggressive. Trained as a soldier but rose in the ranks after the Helios bridge crew was killed. Him. So he's basically the pompous narcissist kind of character. And there's kind of like a division between Helios and Stratos, but we still work together as one in a sense. And they all like, but then the thing is that Helios always have the upper hand because they always, since they're feeding us. So yeah. And I'm going for Tang. Okay, I'm going for Tang. Like during this time, she's basically, she's in her rebellious stage, and she was pretty cute, with her hair. If you check on my last stream, like you can see like the sprite for when she was younger, and like it's totally surprised me. But then, like we kind of like get a sneak peek of what she's gonna be next. Okay, so let me just open my card. Okay, so this is how she looks a bit when she was younger. Okay, this is like when she was younger. Yeah, so we kind of get a sneak peek over here of what she might be looking at. Pretty cool. At first I didn't realize that this was actually a new character. I was like, is this one of our friends? And it turns out it's Nomi over here. I'm going for for intelligence, so I'm trying to level up my engineering as well. I kind of spoil out myself a bit because I checked out I checked a bit of the guide. Oh no, everybody have different augment. Like I say, I have double augmentation. Okay. Can I check my stat? Okay, give me. Okay. So, okay, I can't say. I have double stats. One is super strength. One is absorbent brain. So I have double stat. I have double augment because I triggered my biology. Okay, and anemone, armor skill skin. Okay, Cal, he's heat and cold tolerant. Tangent is reduced sleep. Okay, she needs less sleep And this we don't know. Like we need to be friends with them to know their augmentation because they got their everybody have one because like when they are in their embryo or like but basically when they are in as fetus they inject something to like augment themselves. Okay, so we don't know much. Dating tell no augment Rex doggy ears. How about that? Let's see, who else? Antecedent. Maybe like the older one they didn't have because like they're from Earth and they haven't received any genetic modification. Utopia. Yeah, I think like most of the like all the teenagers have, but not for the adults maybe. Hmm. So let's go to like I want to improve my engineering so that I can get new perks. Then if you see that this red one here, it's because I equipped some gear that will increase my skill. And the thing is, if you equip this, you're not gonna receive the perk. Well, I'm not sure because like that happens early on. Maybe we'll be able to unlock in the second playthrough or more. Like there's a couple super strength, like I say, there's a couple. Like maybe that is gonna be new unlocks, and because I'm still new, so I don't know much. Okay. The biology. I'm already maxed out my biology. Biology is like max 100 over 100. Engineering, like engineering is good because I also can build up friendship with Tangent and Nomi Nomi. And Nomi Nomi is basically an otaku, okay? But she doesn't know what she's gonna be in the future. Let's go study engineering. So much math, it's everywhere. Physics is math, computers run on math, electricity, mechanical engineering, chemistry, and anything to do with space. Math. Behind everything is some equation or another to calculate how to turn one thing into something else, or to tell how efficient something is. They should have called this whole branch of science matheneering. Get to work. Like there's always like a game here. Like you have to basically it's like poker. Like basically what you're gonna do is that you wanna get suits or something. Okay. Like you have to get at least, you know, the goal here. Okay. And you're gonna get bonus stats if you pass. Oh. Oh dang. I need to check with them. Usually at this one it shows that there's an event. You're woken by the buzzing of your holopalm. It's a colony-wide alert. You rub your eyes and ponder the thickness of the air seeping into your bedroom. Through the open veranda door, it's an ominous but beautiful sight. The seasonal pale pink haze has turned a deep fuchsia, with scintillating silver sparkles floating through it. The shimmer. Yeah, but she like, okay, okay, like non-gendered, okay, but she lean more on the girl side. Okay, they them. Okay, I need to explain about the shimmer. For those that are new, the shimmer is basically like it's hay fever. Okay, it's hay fever. Because like the pollen and stuff. But like I mentioned before, is that this planet there's like the difference between plants and animals are blurred because animals can have roots and like they can stop and plant and grow roots and stay there, and plants can move. So there's a blurring of line there. The problem is with that the fact that the lines are blurred. Like we kind of like got a hint, okay, because like I studied, you know, I went to the lab and checked out the shimmer. It seems that it basically like trying to change humans I won't say DNA, like without a doubt, it works like any virus or any bacteria that they'll hijack the body and like try to reproduce more cells of it. Okay, that is one. But also like it's turning us into um into a vacuum. Like, in other words, like the planet itself, okay, like trying to assimilate us. Okay, and it seems that it depends on a person's immunity system. That so like for example, our dad here. Let's see, where is our dad? Okay, our dad here he has very weak immunity, so he's very susceptible to this. Okay, so during this season, the pollen season, okay, the shimmer, he will always be bedridden because like he'll be sneezing all the time. While for us, okay, we were not that affected by it. Well, we are still affected, but not to the level of, like him. You check your holopod messages. There's a colony wide notice to telling you to stay put. I think I should head to the med bay. You rush to the engineering wing, trying to hold your breath as you pass through thick clouds of pink, sparkling pollen. The reason why the reason why I go there is because like I'm very good, with my intellectual. Like I can maybe help out. Security Chief Red blocks your way into the med bay. What are you doing here? You should be in your quarters. From med bay, you hear the sound of sneezing. Your dad's sneezing. You shout for him and squirm and try to get past Red, but he practically lifts you off the ground. You fight until he lets you through. Shit! We're gonna lose or not? Shit! On. We've already lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna lose our dad as well. Oh God. Hey, little Origin, your dad rests. He looks terrible. He's covered in shimmer and shaking as he takes pain breaths. Chief Engineer Instance glares at you, but she doesn't tell you to leave right away. You sit beside your father's bedside. Your dad grabs your hand and pulls you closer. Your awareness narrows to just the two of you. The rest of the room falling away under the gravity you feel when he locks pink-rimmed eyes with yours. Scummo, my sweet little cherry tomato, he says, trying to smile for you. I don't think your old man's gonna last much longer. You sob and try to pull away in denial, but he just shakes your head. You're gonna make it through this, he wheezes. His voice brittle as a dried flower. I love you so much. No. Instance tries to separate you so she can administer something, but your dad waves her away. She hasn't stopped staring at you. You're the greatest thing I ever cultivated. No. You're going to be fine. I love. His eyes roll back in his head and lets out a horrible droning whine. Instance yells at you to leave so she can save him, and you flee the room. When they finally let you see him, your dad is lying on a mat bed asleep. The shimmer is all over him now, and his skin is glittery and strange. Lumpy, like something's growing out of it. So, yeah. Like I told you, like, it's trying to turn him into something. Something is growing out of him. You realize as you see Instance carefully scrape out what looks like fungus from his shoulder. She places it in a petri dish and hands it to Tangent. There are tiny fungal growths all over him, even one poking out of his corner of his mouth. You watch with disgust as a thin trickle of glittering pink dust leaks off the tip of it and disperses into the air. Tang places the sample from your dad under an analyzer and turns it on. He looks tired. I'm sorry, Skilmo, she mumbles. We were close. You sit with him for a while until Dr. Instant sends you back to your quarters to rest. In the early hours of the morning, you hear that your dad has passed away. Yeah. Okay, I want to try something. Just let me like reload the save. Okay, reload the save. I want to try go to the lab because we did find out a bit about the shimmering, but we don't have just a few more. Let's research in the lab. Your work often overlaps with Tanya's work in the biochemistry and genetics lab, so it's not uncommon for her to pop by and ask questions about what you're working on, or for you to ask her for help interpreting some test results. She's uncharacteristically animated whenever she gets to talk about science, almost like she's a whole different person. She even laughs sometimes. Don't you think it's so interesting how vertebrate species resist being classified by any known taxonomy? She asks. Peering into root network you sandwich between pieces of clear glass, he stands up. It feels like everything is a little bit fungal, she says. Spores, fruiting bodies, mycelial networks, even in animals. Some animals here even photosynthesize. She nods excitedly. The division between plant, animal, and fungus is less strict here than it was on Earth. At the cellular level, many animal species have the properties of plants and vice versa. She launches into an explanation of how high-energy bonds store energy and require a metal catalyst, like iron in human blood and chlorophyll in green earth plants. But how the different hues of vertebrate plants must mean they use an entirely unknown elemental catalyst, possibly not even metal at all. It's a little advanced for you, but Tang is very excited about it. She stops and takes a breath, winded by her own monologue. Zounds, Kamu! If vertebrate plants and animals share an elemental catalyst, and we found out what it is, we could learn so much about this planet. Help advance her theory. Fine! All the same of that. You show Tangent what you've been working on, all the samples and simulations. Like, I have a chance to romance her, but saving out that. The result of scans and experiments. Incredible! Tangent says, going over your notes, we've been attempting to map out the genomes of various samples in order to construct a phylogenetic tree, but we are at capacity already. Can I take this? Of course! Tangent smiles. Thank you, Skamo. This is more helpful than I can say. Chief Engineer Instant looks forwards you some kudos for your research. Maybe this is how we should go. It's like just like what they explained just now is that basically the shimmer it's like cave weaver, okay? It's pollen, okay? Like, you know, pollen can also be fungus, okay? Like it's so thick it became like some sort of a cloud mist kind of thing, okay? And like as we've heard just now with you know, we've seen just now with the explanation with our dad, it seems that it's trying to turn him into another well, assimilate them to Vertumna, and his body can take it, okay? And remember, our dad has have low immunity, so that's why that he's more affected by this than us. Okay, head to the Mad Bay. Head to the Mad Bay. Head to the Mad Bay. Please tell me. Please tell me we managed to change something. Please tell me we managed to change something. Please tell me we managed to change something. was so close. You're so frustrated. You dreamt of this awful day, and just like in the dream, you can only watch as your father dies. If only you could have helped them find a cure. So see, this part here, it was not here just now. Okay? So in other words, like we can find the cure. So like that's why I say that on the second playthrough, I'm gonna on the second playthrough, I wanna try and save everybody. Well, at least more people. So our mom died and our dad died. Mid-column. They hold a funeral for your father. Like this person I know with yeah, but remember since if you remember just now Tangent's dialogue, okay, she talked to us saying that there's this new that there may be a new element here in on the planet, and like it allows like living organism to be able to just to animals to photosynthesize. Like there's something. So I think that it's I think like that with low immunity can't fight off the new cells that they are being injected into his body through the shimmer. Okay, and he lost his life to that. They hold a funeral for your father. You're becoming an old hand at these funerals. Uncle Tonin, Calm, and everyone else who died in an attack. It feels like your own mother's funeral was only weeks ago. It's also colossally unfair. No one quite knows what to say to you, though they grieve along with you. It doesn't make it any easier. Auntie Seaton and all the adults of the colony will always be here for you, but you guess you're an orphan now. You miss your dad, you miss your mom too. Mostly, you just sleep. One morning, Chief Engineer Instance asks you to visit her in the med bay. You go because you don't have the energy to say no. I have to tell you something delicate about your father's condition, Scummo. She begins, folding her arms on her desk. I hope this information will give you some comfort. After your father's death, we continue to research the shimmer, she continues, her voice even neutral. Being able to study the disease in its terminal phase and beyond was the missing piece. So maybe this is what's going to be the key. This is the information that we didn't have. But since we go through this, like if we try to go back, maybe we'll find. But I think I need more time in the lab to do that. We now know how to prevent the shimmering from taking hold in human cells, he says, a faint smile not quite reaching her eyes. With cultures grown from your father's cell lineage, everyone in the colony can be inoculated against the shimmer. Thanks to your father, we have a cure. Okay, I don't know how to feel. Be numb. Damn. It's okay to feel that way, Instance tells you. Uncharacteristic kindness that you find counting. Grief is different for everyone. If you need more time to rest, nobody will mind. Okay, keep resting. You spend the month writing a prodigious amount of poetry, deleting it almost as soon as you're done. It makes you feel a little better being able to express your feelings. Okay, so now let's try and see if we can help out. Wait, I want to check this save. How long is it? 16 minutes. Okay, the same one. Let's try and see if we can find. Let's see if we can try and find out. Well, save my parent. Singular. Mom did. Mom is dead. Mom died when we were 14. Okay, we're gonna go through the same thing. Help her advance the theory. Of course. Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me. Okay, the other way around. Okay, let's go through this again. Head to the med bay. Maybe we can help out. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it! Can't save. We need to go further back. No, it's okay. Like I understand, but as you can see, it's not easy saving it. A person's life. Like the first person that that's supposed to die is Tammy over here. Like Tammy, she's supposed to die because well, her death is very well a freak accident because she she have elven ears, like she have increased hearing. Basically what happened is that she tried to make a doll using this nano printer, and basically how she died is that the nano printer short circuited and exploded, and she died. So I reload the save, and I managed to save her. It really reminds me of Steins Gate. Just sleep. Have a cure. Be numb. Keep resting. We're at 80. Let's just rest. Ah, come on. 4 and 5. I don't want to delete them. Mid pollen. Okay. We're already maxed. I'm not gonna go to the lab. But maybe we might need to research a bit more. Oh yeah, this girl, Nam, we've actually that character. Which character? My character? This one, Nam. Well, her name is Namani. We actually gave her the nickname Nam. Stand with the white hair. Basically, let's see. Instance. Yeah. The thing is, Instance is basically the doctor here. Is the doctor here, and I get the feeling that she's somehow connected to Tangent. Okay, because Tangent is pretty much also have that kind of hair, but it says that her parents died. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is her brother. Like Nam here, when the game started, she was the person that you met. Okay, she was the person that you met, like trying to save you from an attack or something. Okay, so now let's go back to engineering. Oh wait, do I need to do that? Reasoning tree. Or repair robot. Not me. Well, I think I'll go for engineering. Picture with glasses, slightly more wrinkly and a little more curl hair. Trivia champion. Anemone loyalty. 33. Wait, one slot gets +2. We can push through. Can everyone die? That's what it felt when we were at 14. Because like I say, when we were 14, it's that we were attacked by this. Okay, give me a second. I'll show you the I'll show you the I'll show you something. Okay, let me override first. Like, I don't know whether you... Oh, you can check it from here. Okay. We were attacked by this when we were 14. So, yeah. Like I say, we were actually we only came on one spaceship, which is the Stratos, okay? And basically, this thing wiped out our whole colony, except for one building. And we lost quite a number of people, okay? And then if we're also going through famine at the time, okay? If Helios, the ship that was led by that pompous guy I was talking about earlier, we'll probably be dead. So like, I was about to like, okay, it seems like we have to restart, but it turns out like we managed to survive. I was about to like give up at that moment. It was literally, a Deus Ex Machina moment where we don't even know what's gonna happen. Like, think about it. Like, 2 to 3 months before a couple of months before we were attacked, Mom died, and then this guy attacked. Now, I think like if you want to say about that, what we have to do is that we have to like balance out, we have to like have a bit in biology. So, but like I say, this round I'm gonna go for Tangent. Okay. In the next one, I'm planning to go for Tammy. Okay. And Tammy, and you can think of her as basically the mom of a person who has motherly characteristics, like for example, like always have to take care of children, babies, all of this stuff. So for her, we need empathy. Okay. So like, I think the next run, I'm gonna make basically mostly social skills and then a bit of intelligence, because okay, in a while we're gonna have a festival that is held every year, and that festival, it's a combination that both Tangent and Tammy are gonna participate. Let me see. Before I go and commit, I want to check if there's any like stuff, okay, like that we can pick it up and give as present or use in our I don't want to go to the military part. We can actually like explore. But I think I should leave it be. Oh, don't worry. Like about the Lovecrafty one, you're gonna watch it. This planet have 13 months, and like first, like there's 4 seasons, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is where the nightmare comes. The last month basically is its own season. It's called The Glow. You're gonna see a nightmare after this, because like every time, we've actually like somehow deduced the fact that during Glow, like we came through a wormhole, okay, and it seems like the wormhole emits some kind of frequency that basically like screw all over the life form here on Vertumna. And basically what they did is that they make them attack the colony. From But this time I think we'll be fine for a bit, okay? Because Helios, like I say, they are a military space colony who will somehow will be able to like push them back, I think. Okay. Oh no, you are gonna see. The shimmer is like I say, it's like pollen. It's get pollen fungus. Okay. Study engineering. Okay. How much I get from Nomi Nomi if I just one? But I do get creativity. But reasoning. Okay. Engineering. One of the assignments is to learn about conditional statements by creating simple text-based game. You do okay, but Nomi's game is the breakthrough hit of the season. Everyone wants to play their game. Even some people who weren't even in class get to work. Nomi is also a tech quiz. I think I should make it like this. Triple. Okay, Vatumnalia. This is the festival. In the midst of the calling, decorating, and setting out the food for the feast, you have trouble finding your festive spirit. Your dad's only been dead for a few weeks. How could anyone celebrate at a time like this? You gather in the colony square for the usual speeches. Lum takes the stage to fanfare and applause. Hello, people of Vatumna, he exclaims over the din. Happy Vatumnalia. He raises his hands to call for silence. Before we celebrate, I want to recognize those we lost this year. Head of Geoponics, Geranium, and Surveyor Imbroglio. Who's this? The crowd goes silent for a minute. Maybe it's from the Helios side. Your vision blurs with tears. How is this supposed to make you feel better that he's gone? This year has taught us that aliens are more dangerous than we ever knew. Lum continues. It's not just the attacks during Glow. They are weaponizing the very air we breathe. But they won't win. Already we've discovered how to beat them at their own game. With everyone inoculated against the Shimmer, we're one step closer to total domination over the planet. After the council members each give their annual reports, everyone starts clearing the square to set up for the Vatumnalia game. You feel the pulse of a new holo message in your palm, and you open it to read. Happy Vatumnalia, there's a present for you on the table. Oh, your secret admirer? Huh? Huh? You rush over to the feast table and spot a wrapped present in amongst the roasted vegetables. Wow, you have a secret admirer? You unwrap your present, it's a data band. Is it Tangent? You snap it on your wrist and put it on your hollow palm. It's full of all your favorite songs, videos, shows, and games. A collection created by someone who must really know you. Now, you always have your media with you, even if the net goes down. Including all your favorite episodes of the Rise and Fall of Sanctuary Moon. Nice. You search the hollow palm for any hints as to who could have made it, but you can't find anything. You have to ask around, but later. The games are about to begin. It's Tangent, right? It's Tangent. Trivia. Trivia is for... Right now, since we have Helios, I think this will be for Tangent and Nomi Nomi. Bake Off is probably with if I were to guess, it's probably be Tammy and Mars. Oh yeah, and Mars is basically like a stuck-up. Think about Beverly Hills girl. You can probably guess how she acts. Okay, trivia. We're not going to have any pop culture question this year, right? Tangent Salt. Her voice dripping with disdain. I just don't see the point. Why aren't we celebrating real intelligence? Luckily, Nomi doesn't overhear this. Or if they do, they don't care. They're just happy to be here. Trivia time. Okay. Challenge. Ooh. Okay. Next. Changes card to wild. Okay, I think I know how to go with this. Huh? Damn it! Will it go down? Yep. Why did they put it here? If they lock in that, it's really hard. -1? Dang it. Oh my god, I gotta push through, I think. Wait. I really hate that this thing is here. Oh god. I gotta push through. Wait, it didn't change? I can't. I can't win this. Wait. I think I should redo and like keep on feeding mushroom log to this one. Okay. Give me a second. Let me reload. I think I could have done better. Could have done better. Okay, we're gonna go to engineering. Spend. Part becomes mental blue. 2. Wait. Go. Batumnalia. Trivia. Reason challenge. Don't give me that card. Please. Okay, we're gonna spam. I really wanna win. Like every single year, I won the challenge. Value is wild. Never mind then. How many more do we have left? Last one. Okay. 4. Good. I think I can somehow make it this time. Value is wild. -2. Sweet. Changeable. How about like this? Okay, just push through stress. No skill changes. A lot of those hours spent watching Hollywood really paid off. You nailed the pop culture question, and about half of the science and humanities ones are as well. Normie and Tangent are too specialized to beat you. Trivia stars. Okay, this is why we got an 8 value card, which is one of the reasons. And also, we gained the status popular. So in other words, we're gonna get kudos. Kudos is basically our currency. After the festivities, everyone descends on the feast. You heap your plate with more food than you could eat in 3 sittings. Everyone around you is so happy, but you can't help but notice at the empty space where your dad should be sitting. It's your first holiday as an orphan. The other colonists try to make room for you in their conversation, but it's not the same. Ooh, event. Tangent. Tangent is hard at work in the lab, entering speculation into a holopalm and frowning over sets of examples. She barely notices you enter. Hello, Skamu, she says, distracted before going back to her work. Someone gave you a data band. It might have been Tangent. Are you my secret admirer? Tangent continues to scrutinize her work through the tip of her ears groping. Well, of course not, she says. I would never. The whole idea of I'm simply too busy to. Romance. It's okay, I won't tell. Tangent nods, finally meeting your eye. Good. She says, I don't want to make a big deal about it. Ah! Ah! I never forget my Tangent takes a step back. I have to get back to work, she says, leaves the room. Haha, I knew it. But she's shy that way. Tang gestures towards the geoponic dome. We're doing some incredible things to genetically modify crops, he says proudly. Recombinant DNA is fascinating. We can take genes that select for hardiness in vertebrate plants and insert them into the genomes of humble terran plants with higher yield, such as potatoes. Oh, she says, closing her eyes. Or even coffee beans. Okay. I thought we have like event Nomi. Nomi has 3 hollow screens in front of them, all displaying different homework assignments. I have so much to do, they whine. Squishing their cheeks in despair, this could have gone faster if I was smart like Tangent. Maybe it's okay to take a break. Just a little one. How much is Nomi? Nomi. The thing is hard with Nomi is that she's from Helios. In other words, she came to us around 15 years old. So I was thinking about the thought of the game, how animals attack in mind yet. Only get appetite for human flesh. Animals from the very beginning have an appetite for human flesh. Just the fact that they know that they have the intelligence to know that we are the dominant species. Like, think about a pack of wolves. Like, they, whenever they get together, they wouldn't mind, attacking us and try to grab a bite out of us. Yeah. Yeah, but this one, well, we're gonna see it in a while. In the final month, in the glow, we're gonna see the attack. Okay, one thing is that since just now we gained the popularity buff, basically we're gonna get extra kudos. In other words, like we should go for something that that's work and will give us kudos. So I think I should check out the Xenobotany. Basically, the lab. We get 15 kudos for this. You visit your mom's little garden. There's a small shrine set up in memory of her and your father. Her favorite flowers, his old boots. On Earth, they used to put whole bodies into boxes and bury them underground. The colonists always skip the decomposition step, using a process to quickly render bodies into nutrient-rich bulk. Your mom and dad stipulated that their remains would be used here, added to the dirt they tended so lovingly in life. Sitting here, you feel like they could just be around the corner. Talk to them. But what? How much you miss them? You spend some time talking in the general direction of the shrine of how much you miss your mom and dad, and how unfair it is that they died so young. You know that the whole colony is your family, but being orphaned at 16 is still a heavy blow. You imagine your mom buffing your hair and telling you to toughen up, and getting a warm bear hug from your dad. You hear the footsteps behind you, and the creaking of the little garden gate. Cal kneels beside you and gazes at the shrine. I miss them too, he murmured. I know I already have more parents than the average person, but Your mom and dad were kind of like my parents too. They taught me everything I know about agriculture and how to care for the animals. He smiles and I hope he smiles at me. I hope I can be half the farmer they were. Who's the head of geoponics now? You? Wait, what, really? Well, no one wanted the job, Hal replies. He scratches his fingers in the loomy dirt as he speaks. Your parents were kind of, well, without them, no one really comes close. Um, most everyone else who works in geoponics, they're just semi-skilled workers who don't know as much of the actual science as they did. They really pushed me to learn that stuff too, he says. You know, nitrogen cycles, soil chemistry, and veterinary science. So I guess everyone just kind of thought I could train up to it. I wonder if the animals are intelligent as humans. I would just try. Okay, um, it was okay. We actually um, from we deduced that during glow, like why during glow they always attack the colony. It turns out they might have been like this, like they might be connected to like some kind of a hive mind, okay? And they've actually sent signals to all the life on Matuna to attack our place, okay? So like it started this is me going with my memory. It's like they attacked the engineering wing, then they attacked the geoponics, okay? Like that's why we suffered a lot of like crop loss, and like during 14 we were almost pushed to the point of famine. So the thing is that all of this, like it's too how should I say this? Like it's too specific. It's like there's no way it's like a random force, okay? So we would I can say that the animals have intelligence. Well, and plants. Like I say, the line between animals and plants are blurred in this planet. He sighs and rubs his chin, leaving an earthy smear. It's not like I want the job, he admits. I mean, I'm only 17. What do I know about running a farm? By the way, the other people in geoponics talk about it. It's like they think it's cursed. He stopped and smiled apologetically. Sorry. I'm sure it's not really cursed. Mostly. Kyle continued. Everyone here is doing the same job as they always were. I'm supposed to go to council meeting, but I just let them make the decision and tell them, and they tell me what to do. You and Cal sit and contemplate your parents' memorial shrine for a while longer. Eventually, Cal has to get back to work. He lets you to know that it's okay to take the day off, even if you need to. Okay. Okay, 2, 4, and push through. Stress. Because I want to buy stuff. I want to research some things, hopefully. There's, like, as you can see, like, there's masculine appearance. So, like, for me, like, you can choose how you look like, whether you can play around with the slider, at the beginning, okay? So, another one is Anemone. She's a girl, and she's still growing. But another one will probably be this. Okay, like that's why I say it's like LGBT friendly. Like Nomi, like I assume she's a like okay they them, but I assume that she's originally a girl. Assume. And Utopia as well. But she, her. Auntie Tira tells mom, like this. Even our dad looks a bit, you know, okay. At least a bit. At least he's a bit manly, a bit. This is the AI. I'm not sure where this one to go. Uto's look? Uto? Uto? Is that Uto? Utopia. Oh, okay. Utopia. Utopia is like very... she's... For me, it's like... Okay, I spoiled myself a bit because I took a... I take a look at how to like get their ending. It seems like the only way for me to get Utopia's ending is that I have to reject everybody and like somehow get to her somehow get to her good graces. No get. Okay, let's get back. Let's research. There's also other things I can do, but I want to like help out with that. I want to help find out, you know, breakthrough, because like as you can see, no, I mean I look like her. Oh, okay, Utopia. Okay, so you look like her. Even the hair this long. I mean, braided hair. Okay, research xenobotany. You had a project going in the greenhouse lab for a few years now, splicing the genomes of plants on both Earth and Neptuna, trying to come up with a way to make Earth plants more likely to take root and flourish in nitrogen-weak Neptunian soil. Gene tech has always been part of your life. Everyone has some sort of genetic enhancement, and some had large-scale gene editing later in life, like tangent transition. You know it's possible, but your knowledge of a Neptunian genome isn't as complete as the human genome. The trick is finding exactly the right Neptunian genes to splice it into exactly the right Earth plant. Can you do it? Will today be the day you can make that breakthrough? Short hair lost light, like longer styles do. 96! Oh god. Wait. Card becomes 4. Card becomes 4. Like this. Like this. 21. 75. Card becomes 4. Wait. Like this. Card value is wild. Okay, next round. Oh, good. Four, five. Wait. Okay, push through. Victorious. You double check congruence simulation 100 times and the results are always the same. A truly viable genome composed of genes from both Earth and Neptuna, and in every chemical simulation congruence can run. It successfully takes root and flourishes. Okay. I think that next time, like, I shouldn't go too much to the class and like spend some time in the lab. Like, it's kind of a waste, you know. We get biology, but our biology is at max. You look at the tiny, barely sprouted plants, they could be the beginning of a new era of agriculture on this planet. Too bad you didn't have this years ago when you really needed it. But better late than never. May no future generation ever have to suffer like you did. We can't wait to take this knowledge and use it on other earth plants. Strawberries, bananas, kiwis, all the delicate plants that needed so much tending in hydroponics, growing strong in Batuna soil, feeding the colonies for generations to come. You wish your parents were here to see this. Congruence is proud of you, but it's not quite the same. You will earn twice the kudos working in the lab from now on, recognition of your contribution to the colony's continued survival. Late dusk. Early wet. Nothing. You need a break soon. I think I should go and take a break now. I'm at 95. As usual, I'm going around to see if there's anything on the ground. I guess there's nothing. Oh well. I think I'll go to here, to the wall, and relax on the walls. The view from on top of the towers is stunning. In almost every direction you see the untouched beauty of Batuna spilled out before you. Well, except for where they've cut down a bunch of marsh trees, and where the expedition vehicles have churned up dirt, and where the drainage system has made a big muddy puddle and took the mud off. Both of them are good. Okay, we don't have popular status anymore. Then we'll just... Ooh! Tang! You find Tang puzzling over a large hollow screen, making notes on her hollow eye and frowning over them. As you approach, she gestures to wipe the hollow screen clean and start again. Ugh, she sighs, taking a break to rub her temples. Okay, Tang, come on. Thanks. You come up beside her and she startles. Oh, Kamu. Hello, he says. I'm in the middle of running simulations on genetic diversity over the next few generations. You are welcome to see it. It will affect all of us, most likely. Tang pulls up the next genogram simulation, a family tree encompassing all the people in the colony, their familiar relationships, and genetic conditions. She scrutinizes it with a frown. You have an unusually high amount of hereditary heart disease, no matter how you slice it. She mutters. Luck of the draw. We lost quite a bit more genetic diversity than the original geneticists of the Batuna project anticipated, and that's not even counting those unwilling or unable to reproduce. She crosses her arms. It's possible to steer the ship out of it, so to speak. It will take some purposeful breeding choices, at least for 5 to 6 generations. Which one do you want to redraw? The one that we saw on the wall when we relax. May I verify your data? Tang gives you a curt smile and angles the whole screen towards you. It sounds crude, she admits, but the colony will need to accept a certain level of oversight in this matter if we intend to survive, genetically speaking. Artificial insemination of materials from Earth donors, even in love matches, for example. You stare at the genogram until your eyes cross. Yeah, the gazebo. That's on top of the wall. And shake your head. Tang laughs. It's terrifyingly complex, isn't it? He said. Imagine this process happens all the time naturally. Why, any sweating beast can squirt a child into the dirt. It's all proteins and luck, but the end result is this. She waves her hand at the massive chart. It's beautiful in a way. On a long enough timescale, we can predict the genetic drift of the species. In the face of that, what do family bonds matter? Tang laughed bitterly. It's not as if sharing genes with someone guarantees you'll be a strong family unit. Does anyone really like their parents? This sounds a little eugenically. Tang looks affronted. You, what? She sputtered. Kamu, surely there's a middle ground between eugenics and everyone dying of preventable genetic disease, especially in the first critical generation. sweaty press. Like, yeah, she does have a point here. Like, taking out, cancer and all these preventable genetic disease. Is it worth it though? Mm, okay, cool motive, still eugenic. But then I'll be pushing limit with her. But then again, people will not suffer. But if it's like augmentation, I don't mind. So I say, I guess. Roasted eyes, you don't have to guess. I know. That's literally what I'm here for. As for my own family, Chang continues, I feel no allegiance to any of them based on blood. If I had no family at all, that would be acceptable. She's not good with this. Don't you miss your mother? I mean, the depressed drunk who died when I was a kid? Chang thought. Not at all. If it wasn't for Chief Steward Anne, I probably wouldn't even still be alive. What about this? Thanks, Eve. I'm ashamed we're even related. Literally all he does is go out on expedition and talk to trees. Who even know where he is right now? Do you want kids someday? Tang looks thoughtfully at the genogram. Truthfully, I'm not entirely certain I can bear children. There must be limits to my gene-engineered body. I certainly didn't experience puberty to the extent of Mars and Tammy did, for example. Besides, Tang continues, children will only distract me from my work. The chief engineer never had any children after all. I think that's admirable. Tang gaze flicks over to where chief engineer is talking to one of her lab assistants. In some ways, I'm the child she never had, and she's the mother I wish I did have, she says quietly. Instant and I become close when we started the gender affirmation process, she continued. And it was so obvious then that we were kindred spirits. Over the years, when I could come in for checks-up and observation, we often talked about science behind the process. Of course, I showed an interest in it, and Instance fostered that in me. She supported me. Sam looks down on the ground, unlike my own mother, who by that point had ceased to find joy in almost anything. What would I be without Instance? Tang says. The only thing I have in life are what she gave me. Not just this body, but my passion, my hard work, my achievements. Without her, I would have nothing. I owe her everything. You're more than what she made you be. You don't understand, Scamo, Tang replies. I'm not burdened by this debt to Instance. I love what she helped me become. I'm grateful. I'm trying to say that you have your own value. Now if you excuse me, he says, turning back to the genotype before her, I have our legacy to plan. Oh my god. She's going to the eugenics route. Oh my god. I think I can... but then I want the reasoning. Like with Tang, you need reasoning to like get her bonus cards. But then my relationship with her is pretty high. Oh well. So this one, maybe I'll repair robots. Tang flags you down in the hallway. Oh, Tsukamo, do you have a moment? You go on expeditions sometimes, right? He asked. At least far more than I do, or would ever wish to. So would you mind doing me a favor? Of course. It's a small thing, really. I'm to understand it's not terribly dangerous either, Tang replied. I simply need you to bring me some Popeye eggs the next time you come across a nest out there. I would ask this, but well, he makes an evocative, dismissive gesture. I'll keep an eye for them. That's all I ask. Tang replies primly. They're quite common if the reports from the foragers are to be believed. They tell me that they commonly find nests in the Valley of Vertigo. It's positively lousy with them. Get to work. Card gets +2. Mm. Mm. Okay, like this. 46. Engineering. No, me plus. Oh, this is just like +1 friendship. I thought like an event. I do have a couple of so I do have a couple of eggs. Wait. I do have a couple of eggs. Let's see. Collectibles. Oh, these are Xeno eggs. Okay. I think it's a good idea for me to go, on expedition stay, on this month, because the next one is glow, and I want to have full. I don't want to have any stress at all. Okay, because going on expedition will definitely give you stress. But there's so many events. Oh, not me. Nomi is camped out in the lounge. There are holopad screens spread out before them like a drawing table. In another screen, there's a collection of photos of a manticore. Nomi looks between the two screens. They are blurred throughout in concentration, as they scribble directly onto the screen with a stylus. Now, you might think of me sounding like, very, like, like, not accepting, but there's one thing I want to say is that I feel very, like, the fact that as an English major, like the fact that we have to use they and them to refer to like non-gendered, but then like they and them is like plural, like it makes me confused. Like, I do know we are trying to be inclusive, but then again, like it kind of like goes a bit, with grammar. Like if I say this out to like like if I say this to like a non-gender person and they refer to themselves as they them, will they see the fact like I don't mind calling them by name, but using a pronoun like that, like it's a bit like my brain can't compute the grammar one. But I can accept the fact for who they are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because language is also my major. Well, nobody replied thoughtfully. I wanted to write and illustrate a story about aliens, like in Turbo Girl Hyperjet Transform, except using the Xenos here on Vertumna, like manticores and faces and stuff. But they can talk, and instead of attacking the colony, they help people instead. That sounds cool. Thanks, Nomi chirped, scribbling happily at their drawing. I got the idea from the second Turbo Girl Hyperjet OVA, the one where the Medusa demons show up, and the aliens and Turbo Girls have to band together to defeat the common enemy. I remember that part. Nomi looks up at you with a start. Oh, they exclaim. That reminds me. So I'm trying to brush up on my Xeno anatomy, and I'm totally fine with writing, but they blow out a big breath, ruffling their bangs. I kinda haven't been here long enough to make sure it feels right, to make it go pop. And I want to make sure I'm being, sensitive about stuff I don't know a lot about. So I was wondering, could you help me with some of the world building? I would love to. Creativity. Oh, good thing I have 30. It's been an enjoyable afternoon helping Nomi with their story. When you're done, they give you a big hug and thank you profusely for your help. You feel really proud of what you have accomplished. Okay, let's go foraging. Forage in the valley. Oh, before I forget, gear. Hmm, I'll pick up this. I need plasma cutter. Yeah, but the thing is that we're talking about that person, okay? Like, in this case, Nomi, it's like I'm trying to say is that, like, when you say them, like, R comes up next. Like, that's what I'm trying to point out. Utopia. Please survey Utopia stops you and this near the default. Feel that? She asks. You can feel a kind of ominous, distant thumping, pulsing regularly through the ground. If you stand still, you can feel it vibrate up into your body too, like a massive global pulse. Utopia says, taking a readout on her holopalm. I reckon it's naturally occurring, she concludes, but it's giving me the willies at the same time. You two better check it out. Mind you stick together and take readings on the way. In case it's dangerous. You and this looks at each other, excited. You follow the thumping, and now an audible noise growing louder, west until you roughly triangulate its location. You know it's getting close, but it sounds like it's coming from all around you, and your instruments aren't precise enough to help. What do you think this is? Aliens. 30. Perception. Okay, give me a second. I think I know what to do. I think I should have used that. Okay, I have to look back another. Yeah. I guess I have to like go through this again. And this time I'm just gonna use the brain trainer. Okay, repair robot. Okay. Security Chief Red has brought in one of the sentry turrets for repair. Wait, I thought I was supposed to have an event with Pang. The damn things are jammed again, he exclaimed, exasperated. They turn on, but instead of firing, they just make this loud buzzing noise. He clicks the turret on, and the room is filled with high-pitched, clunking squeal. You wince and cover your ears. It's annoying, but it's not very effective. He shouts over the din. Can you make them kill things again? With bullets, but not with noise? I can. Working on the turret is a bit of trial and error, but you figure it out. You fix the jam one, grease the rest, and adjust their programming so they don't shoot quite so fast. After a few years out in the elements, they are getting some wear and tear, and old machines need to be operated more delicately. You suggest that Red requisition some crews to build shelters for the turret. So I've gotten more and more used to it. I'm weird. Like, it's not that weird if you ask me. Just that you have more to it. Like I say, the problem that I have with it is just that there is an art, like the singular plural part, even though that they are one person. Like non-gender is fine, but the thing is that the singular part is all right to point out. Red is impressed by your handiwork and transfer you a few extra kudos. Repairing robots. Good. .48 win. Late wet. Next month. Glow. Okay, it's glow season. In other words, nightmare season as well. And during glow, you can't go out of the colony. I'm just looking for stuff. Oh, there it is. Any more? No. Ah, there's another one. Blue boba fruit. get ready. After we finish what we do, we're gonna get attacked. You can bet on it. I want to get the perk for engineering. So let's repair some robots. But then again... if repair robot is gonna increase engineering like crazy, you know? I know one agenda person who runs a local art studio who does not care with what pronouns people use. Like, just as long they accept them for who they are, like, at least treat them with respect is what I think is best. The night sky in Barcelona is like no star chart in the photo archives you brought from Earth. You're not even certain if the stars you are seeing are new ones entirely, or the same ones but seen from a different angle. But the wormhole actually spat you out is a mystery. You know some of the adults are working on reading radiation levels from various stars, guessing which ones they are, and using them to triangulate where you are. It's a downright frightening amount of math. Get to work. First collectible is free. Okay. Then I'll use this. I'll read on my hand. Nice. A lot of sick. Win. Okay, here we go. You wake up to the soothing sound of your dad's voice, then remember he's still gone. You wonder how long it will be before you stop expecting him to be here. You're lying in bed, staring at the wormhole through your window, when you hear a deep thump resonate through the ground. Then a second one, quieter. The wooden roof of your room quivers, unleashing a season's worth of fine glowing dust to sift through the air. Through your open window, you hear voices sounding the alarm. The annual offensive is here, and leading the charge are two massive faceless. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna join in the fray. Need bravery 35. We're gonna see this thing again, right? This one, right? This is the faceless. Go. Why? Gain status heroic. You grab a plasma rifle and report to the front, where a line of soldiers has taken up arms and is waiting for orders. The colony prepares to defend itself against two building-scale faceless, as well as a teeming swarm of smaller xenos seized towards you. Why? Why? Oh my god. But at least I'm a bit tough. 62. But I don't have much combat ability, you know? Well, that is thanks to my brain trainer. You grab a plasma rifle and report it to the front, where a line of soldiers has taken up arms and is waiting for your orders. Oh, I've read this. Hold steady, orders Security Chief Red. Keep the line. No, Governor Lum yells, running from the front gates to the front of the defensive line. He elbows Red out of the way and waves his arm. Bring them closer? Why? Why? What? Do you have a plan? We have two. We need to at least take down one of them. The last time we did that, the last time they ever get close, they destroyed the whole colony. Rob steps stops himself from shoving Lam back, but just barely, you can tell. Are you serious? He retorts. We can't let them further into the colony. Oh god. Oh god. We're going to fight them on our territory, Lam cries, raising his blast rifle over his head with one hand. We have the walls, let's use them. We'll let them come inside and pick them off one by one. No, are you dumb? We're gonna get destroyed! Because, okay, what happened last time is that when we finally were able to take down this guy, it's that the body, it shoots acid, and the next thing is that the body is like gonna deteriorate very quickly. God. Unique creature. It seems like it could look cooler without tentacles. You can pick off her faces, red sputters from the sidelines. Eyes. Lam smiles maniacally. You can see the gleam of his teeth from here. I have a plan, he roars. Just follow my lead. And with that, he turns and begins to run towards the approaching animals, roaring taunts and firing wildly to the fray to draw them close. At a loss, Red motions you all to fall back and let the animals approach. The area just inside the gates becomes a swirling melee of smaller Xenos and blast rifle fire, the two faces lumbering slowly behind. Try to stay out of the way. 10 kudos if equal. 99! Oh my god. 99. Wait. Let's just go with this. Oh god. Wait. I'm gonna do something crazy. How much do I have? Wait. Sorry for that being cut off. It's okay, it's okay. Good. What about this? Oh good! We managed. That's why like during glow, you really need to like not get too stressed up. One kudos. You're not exactly a professional soldier, but you managed to hold your own against Xenos. Even though you still scream and retreat when something gets too close, you don't injure any humans with your blast rifle at least. Oh, if we screwed up, we might have killed somebody. Out of the artillery smoke wafting over the battlefield, Lam comes running. Here they come! Here they come! He shouts joyfully and plows through the gates with the two faces galloping behind him. It's without a doubt idiotic and horrendously dangerous. You can't help it, you hit record on your holopalm and film the ensuing chaos. You catch a glimpse of Chief Rat putting his hand over his face and sighing. A squad of Helio soldiers takes up the charge and helps shepherd the faces into the open area in the middle of the colony? Damn. You have horrible flashback to the first time you saw faces inside the walls. From the looks of the faces of the other stray dogs, you're not the only one. Then, you are all thrown to the ground by a tremendous explosion. Fire engulfs the center square, roasting the two faces in an inferno that blasts the sweat off your pores. Rocks and chunks of dirt clatter all around you, but the occasional dunk of burning mushrooms. Those soldiers nearest the blaze all recall the surprise. Clearly, no one but Lam knew that the square had been rigged with explosives. You don't think anyone who caught in the blast, but it was close. Seriously! Lam stands before the blaze, laughing and firing at the two tortured faces as they rose to death. You raise your holopalm to capture the image. his silhouette dark against the column of flame and smoke. Let me guess, like Sephiroth? He was ridiculous, dangerous, and stupid, but it does look pretty cool in your recorded footage. People filtered out their hiding places, shielding their faces from the heat coming off from the bonfire in the middle of the square. On the horizon, the first watery rays of quiet sunrise are struggling to make a dent in the hot orange glare. The colony's fire suppression system is turned on the square, revealing the charged corpses of two faces. Wait, what? Oh, calling defense. Utopia walked by with a reclamation team, hauling an industrial class cutter on a hover rifle. Did he use the mining explosives? Utopia says, in awe. Mighty bold of him. Those things will blow a hole in a mountain. Or a creature, I suppose. Besides, wish he could have saved them for mining. That must mean the last of them, and we can't make any more. Then she and her crew are out of earshot as they pick their way down the last crater to carve out the faces for recycling. Fortunately, the colony was well defended. You and the other colonists have been fortifying the defenses, putting security above all else. Tonight's defense was still resounding, if messy, success. But Utopia's right, you don't have any more of those explosives now. You can't just nanoprint unstable molecules like that. What are you going to do during the next attack? Ooh. Ooh. We change. Appearance change. Follow-eyed this way. 30 engineering. First collectible use is free. Okay. Two to last card. Tang! You spot Tang heading behind the engineering wing, follow only to find she disappeared. Then you look up and see an access ladder leading to a maintenance platform by the engine turbine, long silent and starting to rust. Tang! You climb up the platform. Tang there, lying on her back and staring at the sky. A hatch beside her leads back into engineering. That must be how she knows about this place. She doesn't acknowledge you until you're almost standing over her. Your shadow fighting the overcast light. She blinks with the sluggishness of someone who only just remembered it's a necessity, and licks her lip before she speaks. Do they need me in there? You shake your head. Tang doesn't sigh in relief. Exactly. Through her eyes slip closed again. Good, she murmurs. It's all too much right now, I thought. Her mouth twitches. I don't know what I thought. I don't know what I'm doing out here. I think it's better to ask, what's going on, Tangent? Tang howls a small laugh and folds her hands over her stomach. You know, I think I may be burnt out, or depressed. In Earth movies, depressed teenager would sneak up onto rooftops, he says. I confess, I don't think I see the appeal. Maybe it would be better if I had alcohol or cigarette. She shakes her head. Blinking out your mind with the substance is what my mom used to do, not me. I know how to take your mind off things. Tang nose crinkles. Wait, you can't seriously mean... He says, then laughs. Maybe another time. I appreciate the thought, but I can't imagine romantic entanglements right now. Not with everything going on. What if I'm not looking for romance? An interesting proposal, Tang says, thoughtfully. Did you get the idea from the rumors about me and Mars? Tang sits up and slips her coat off her shoulders. Orgasm releases endorphins that can provide temporary relief from the symptoms of depression, she says, then tips her head at you with a cheeky smile. Not to put any pressure on you to perform, of course. Simply put, I could just use the distraction. Tang extends her her hand to you and pulls you to your knees beside her. This doesn't mean we are dating, or that I even like you like that. This is a mutually beneficial arrangement, that's all. I don't want to do it like this. But I want to see the card artwork. No. No. I don't want to do it like this. Tang blinks at you. You like me? She leans away from you, eyes furrowing. I'm sorry, he says. I don't think I feel the same. Well, I mean, I would have to think about it. Tang looks away, shrinking under your gaze. Things are too complicated right now, he says. I don't want to drag you down with me. Can you tell me what's going on? Tang smiles, self-effacing, and doesn't look at you. I don't think so, she says. Maybe. Will you sit with me? You lie down beside Tang and watch the gentle revolution of the sky for a few minutes. You can feel the caginess seep out of Tang as you lie in silence until she finally speaks. Do you ever think about humanity? She asks slowly. Humans are such glorious, beautiful, utterly self-destructive things, she continues. They only ever create by destroying, and in turn, they hasten their own demise. Tang finally looks at you, her hollow eye lighting up her cheekbones. He looks gaunt. It was the belief in human supremacy, an unchecked innovation that doomed humankind on Earth, he says. Does it seem that we're doing the same path here on Batuna? I believe we can do better here. Ah! Tang takes a deep breath and lets go. I think so too. I don't know. I don't know if any of us do. We're only human. Okay, we screwed up. We screwed up. We screwed up. We screwed up. Load, 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 load. Load, 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 load. What's going on, Tangent? You want to talk about it? Wait, I did choose the correct one, right? Oh, I screwed up again. I screwed up again. I screwed up again. Like, we need to talk to her. We need to romance her. What's going on, Tangent? I know how to make you take your mind off things. What if I'm not looking for romance? I don't want to do it like this. Okay, tell me what's going on. So what if we are? This is our home. Plus one help Tangent. Tang brow furrows. It is our home, she repeats. You're right. We can't change that, and we shouldn't have to apologize for wanting to live here, just like anything else that does. Sometimes I wonder, she continues then pauses. Sometimes I wonder why we even sent humans to explore space. Given our track record, you would think that perhaps an artificial intelligence would have been wiser. No ego to get in the way, no question about ethics or morality. After all, we learned in Earth history that when a human colonists traveled from Europe to Americas, they nearly killed everyone who had lived there because they spread disease. Tang looks at her hand. I just can't help but wonder if you're doing the right thing. The hatch to the laboratory clangs open, and Tang jumps. There you are, Instant says, just her head and shoulders visible through the hatch. Have you finished recalibrating that strand sequencer yet? Tang scrambles to her feet and brushes off the seat of her pants. No, not yet, he says. I was waiting on the result from BH4316N. Instance clicks her tongue against her teeth and raises a hand to interrupt Tang. They are ready, she says. I need the sequencer ready for the G4100 samples. Her eye flicks to you. If you're done, she adds icily. Yes, ma'am. Tang says, out and slide into the hatch after instance, As her head disappears past the roof line, you catch a fleeting hint of expression on her face you can't name. Huh? What did she do? Tangent. Tang is sitting before an array of hollow screens, all showing different graphs. Making decisions based on the mistakes of the humans we purposely left behind on Earth is foolishness, he says, between biting her protein bar. You might as well ask the stars for guidance, like astrologers. No, I won't be taking questions at this time. Okay, nothing. Tammy! Tammy is working on something that involves a lot of yarn and shiny beads. She looks up and gives you a tired smile. Hello, Scummo. Nice to see you. Wait, just let me check something. I wonder if we can do photo funner. Oh, this also increased Nomi Nomi. Okay. Because let's see nominal. I want to compare tangent. Tangent's at 90. Nominal. Okay, maybe I should practice photo funner. Let's go with Rex first. Over the years, a lot of people have started wearing a lot of less clothing than you remember from when you were growing up in the climate control stratospheric. Definitely a lot less in the hollow bits you brought from Earth. Rex though? Rex has acclimated to Virginia's hot, sultry weather. He would put a shirt on. Are you kidding me? He asked, throwing his arms wide. First, it's as hot as balls out here. I work outdoors and whoo-wee. No jokes. I'll take off more if I could. He cranes his head to the sky. Second, I like feeling the sun on my skin. After 15 years in a sunless tube, hurling through space, I want to soak in as much as I can. It makes me feel great. Rex laughed and knocked himself into your shoulder. I think our bodies are meant to live this way. Don't ever get me started about the pants, bud. By the way, Vatumna here, there's two suns. Nomi! Nomi is camped out in the lounge. Their holopad screen spread out before them like a drawing table. And another screen, there's a collection of photos of a manticore. Nomi looks between the two screens, their brow furrowed in concentration as they scribble directly onto the screen beside us. What are you doing? This one we went through just now. I remember that part. I'd love to. If I'm not wrong, no. Anemone. Chew. Anemone. Nam. You spot Nam playing darts with a bunch of other soldiers. She throws a dart and lands clear in the middle of her faces. Well, head isn't the right word, but the soldiers all cheer and clap her on the back. She breaks away from the group and sling an arm over your shoulder. Did you see that, Scummo? Nam's a bit wild or rough, whichever way you want to put it. Huh? Yes. I'm not afraid to die, this is. His eyes set in the forest. It'd just be one more adventure. See. What should I do? Let's check. Shovel dirt. Cal. Work on the farm. Cal. Xenobotany. Then I might leave. I think I should. Here comes the troublesome part. I think I should go with practice the photo fauna. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I want to do. I just remembered. I want to check the store. Mars. Mars is watching all of it, propping her head with her hand. Newton's bloody apple, she curses. We have got to start producing our own entertainment soon, or I'm going to literally go mad. Visit a supply depot. 10 to reasoning? Ooh, this is not bad. But never mind. I want some reasoning as well. Okay, we'll go for creativity first. I want to get the perk. Practice photo fauner. The photo fauner or fauner is part of flute and part paintbrush. You point the end of the fauner in the direction you want to paint, blow it to the other end, and it makes sounds and draws hologram in midair. It comes with a funny earpiece that fits behind your ear and reads your thoughts. Well, not quite. More like it detects electrical impulses in your head and draws those. You aren't really sure how to use it. I think it's better to ask friends for help. You look, but you can't find anyone else who plays the photo fauner, like nobody in the whole colony. Miles tells you it's a dumb gimmick instrument, and the ones on the depot shelf have literally been there since the straddle left Earth over 20 years ago. You have better luck with the adults, but only barely. Aunt Anne smiles and she sees you carrying the photo fauner. Oh, those old things, she exclaims. I remember those. I took lessons as a kid when they were more popular for a hot minute back on Earth. I could play Do-Re-Mi on it, but that's it. Never got the picture part to work at all, honestly. Follow the instructional bits. Great masters, or at least people on these teaching bits, who you notice are just sitting in their bedrooms like you, can create whole animated scene. A lake, trees, a boat, a person on the boat fishing. You watch as the holographic image reels in something big, then a gigantic fish jumps up and swallows the boat. With dramatic music to match, you can do this no problem. Honk. You have a lot of beautiful ideas, but what you get is a massive honking noise and pulsating tangled knot of sickly green light that quickly fades away. At this rate, you'll never be as good as the masters. That's discouraging. Figure it out yourself. You sit down and experiment with it. The photo fauner is different for every person, so figuring out how to play it is a personal experience. You let your instincts guide you. You wish it was as simple as thinking tree and it paints a tree, or even blue if it paints blue. No, for you it's more like if you think about food, it paints a lot of round bubble shapes, and if you think about something that makes you angry, it draws orange squiggles. Mostly your fauner pictures have a lot of purple lines that dance around. I guess that's your personal style. Okay, actually, once you stop worrying about being good and actually think about how it feels, it actually starts to feel fun playing with the fauner. Fall. What about this? Is this considered as a flush? Nope. Okay. Ah! Damn it. Bonus to street. Change it to a different suit. Another one. Okay, push through. Done. It's your 17th birthday, but it's not just your birthday. Quiet is a time of new growth, a celebration of life and hope, not just this year, but humanity's presence on Vertuna for years to come. You and your friends are the symbol of that hope. Quite literally, you are the future of humanity. As you are beginning to take your place in adults in the colony, the council has decided to throw you a party in your honor. The Vertunum Youth Ball. Mars is organizing it, of course. You get embossed imitation on real paper, slip under your door. I guess I could go. You slip into some party clothes and head over to the lounge to celebrate. Well, yourself. And yourself especially. It is your birthday after all. The lounge is all decked out. The decoration looks expensive. Must have taken a lot of nano-printed creds. Your friends are transformed too. Everyone has dressed up, looking like the young adult you're becoming. You can hardly recognize some of them. Mars catches your eye and waves, her bangles jingling joyfully. She looks like a model from her holomags. Every inch of her trim, painted perfume. Skamu, happy birthday. I'm glad you could make it, he says. Over the steady thrum of the music. Drinks are over there. Make your song request to the congruence and take off your shoes. She looks down at your boots, then back up at Mars skeptically. She rolls her eyes and does a little bounce. Sock hop, just like Earth, duh. At the refreshment table, Kel is stuffing his plate with party food, and Rex shoves 2 glasses of punch in your hand. Gotta stay hydrated, he says, pouring himself another glass. You'll be sweating it out, one way or another. He winks at you. Don't let them fool you, Tangent mutters, joining you. She smears a glob of something pink and meaty looking on a cracker. It's a documented phenomenon that people inexperienced with imbibing alcohol will begin to act as if they are drunk, even though they are completely sober. Correct, she adds. I mean, of course I'm not going to suffer any bad behavior. Rex grins as he pulls a flask out of his vest and pours a healthy addition into his glass. Who says it's gonna be an act? Let's get a little loose. Come on, it's a party. The music changes to something with a fast pounding beat. Rex throws his head back and howls. Woo! It's time to dance. I think just hang out. Rex and Mars take to the dance floor, joined by Nam, a reluctant-looking bass. You stand behind with the others to watch, still marveling at how mature your friends seem tonight. They've transformed, like cruddy little grubs, into beautiful dogs' mouths. This shows up late and skulks around the outside of the lounge, eventually coming to pick at the food on the table. He keeps his distance from Tangent. As the dancing wears on, Tammy comes out with a great big tray of appetizers. Cute little bite-sized things with strange colored paste and fancy garnishes. So grown up. It's a good thing you didn't go. You would have missed this. Nomi, who's playing DJ with congruence, spins up something a lot slower, more romantic. Oh, grab a partner and pull them in close. They announce dreamily, or whatever distance you both feel comfortable with. Tangent. Everyone giggles awkwardly and shuffles around, feeling the intangible friction of teenage politics. Who dares dances with whom? Who makes the first move? Look for Tangent. Tangent is already shaking her head as you approach her for a dance. Absolutely not, she says. I'm not going anywhere near that sweaty mess. Well, she didn't say she couldn't dance. She resists you tugging her into a slow dancing position, but relaxes when she realizes you don't intend to take her away from the safety of the refreshment table. She dances you a little mechanically, her nose turning more pink as the song goes on, and drops her arm immediately when it's done. You follow her gaze to the dance floor when Nam and Bass seem to have skipped dancing and gone straight to the sucking phase. Tang lips curl. Thank you for not expecting me to do that. After the slow songs, Nomi spins congruence music library to something a little more bounce to it. The dance floor once floods with bodies ready to gyrate the night away. Huh? But the tunes are abruptly interrupted by Governor Lum's speak hijacking the feed. He strikes the stage, flanked by Security Chief Red. Everyone on the dance floor whines in unison and having some buzzkill adult stop the music. But Lum just raises his hand and smiles indulgently. Look at all of you, he says, young pioneers. I look at you and I see the future. Not just this colony, but all of humanity. You catch a few people rolling their eyes. You heard this before. Red here, a good man, a real good man, really the best of the colony, shared this poem from a great Earth poet. Lump continues. Now, I'm not one for poetry myself, but damn if it's something I want to share with you kids tonight. On the eve of something really big. Oh god, what does he have in plan? He cleared his throat and reached from his hollow palm. Why don't you let him read? We cannot tarry here. We must bear the brunt of danger. We, the youthful, sinewy races, all the rest of us depend. Down the edges, through the passes, up the mountain steep, conquering, holding, daring, venturing as we go to the unknown ways. Pioneers. Zero pioneers. We primeval forest felling, we the river stemming, vexing we and piercing the minds within. We the surface broad surveying, we the virgin soul upheaving. Pioneers. Not zero. Okay, pioneers. It looks like a zero in this now. Slightly mouth the word boring. Red looks a little pained, but Lump continues. What do you think the poem means, kids? Does it mean we should sit here in our colony, politely waiting for this planet to make space for us? He clenches his fist evocatively in the air. No, he exclaims. It means we need to get out there. We need to grab a tuna by the balls and make it respect us. He points at you specifically. I need you, the next generation, to lead the charge. This is your planet and you're old enough now to defend it. I'm asking all eligible fighters to join squads amassing at expeditions to get out there and attack those monsters where they live. We're taking the fight to them. No more hiding behind our walls. To your left, Vase and Nam lead the cheering that erupts. Okay, excited that Another will be with like Nam, but if scared, this is like Tammy. Angry will be this and Cal. I think I'll go for cautiously optimistic. Mars is holding forward with a small group of teens already applying for a spin on things. This is actually a good thing, she insists. Truly, we're never going to get anywhere as a species if we just sit here and wait to be attacked every year. Plus, it'll give Lump something to do so he stopped bothering us. War is always a time of huge leap in technology too, Tang adds. Think of what we'll be able to accomplish. The party fizzles out as everyone drifts away from the lounge. You return to your empty quarters, your birthday forgotten. You've always been told that the colony was safe. Now, you know that time is over. Done. Early quiet. Mid quiet. The more I look at Nan, the more it's grown on me. Nothing. I wish I just a finder, you know, rather than we all just have to keep on doing the same thing again and again, running. Oh, Mars. You know, Skamu? You're alright, Mars says as you approach. You blink at her, trying to figure out what she means. You're an alright what? As you stun silence, Mars laughs and tosses her hair over her shoulder. Wait. Shoulder? You're alright, she repeats. You actually have good taste, unlike all these other nullheads. Ever since we landed, it's been help with this. Mars, don't waste resource on that. Mars, it's boring. At least you understand the importance of sophistication. You shot the breeze with Mars a bit longer. At some point, this skulks out of the living quarters and has to pass you both, clearly trying not to draw your attention. Where is he going now? Mars mutters you, then raises her voice so Diz can hear. Try not to get eaten by aliens, she calls out to Diz. If you die out there, then can't you use your body as fertilizer? Don't be a waste. Shut up, Mars. This is cool. You said it loud enough for Diz to hear. He looks at you with wide eyes before scurrying toward the wall. Huh. Mars smiles with you a little smile, no accounting for taste. She seems to respect that you challenge her. She watches Diz disappear from sight and shrugs. Maybe you can get through him. I've tried, but he doesn't care about contributing to the colony or being popular or earning kudos or anything. What do you contribute, Mars? Mars laughed and put her hands on hip. I contribute plenty and you know it, Gamo. People need someone to tell them what to do, don't they? No. So in other words, you're trying to say that you're lum? We'll go for creativity until we get the perk. Photo fauna. You make a game of following people around the colony, creating soundtrack of their lives. The best is when someone trips and you make photo fauna make a waka waka noise and fill the air with party streamers. We're not terribly popular this month. Get to work. Wait. I have heroic! Damn it, I screwed up. Okay, I should load. I should do physical stuff. Leave. I should do physical stuff. I think maybe... okay. We're quite stressed out. So I don't want to go out and explore. But I'll do something here. Defense training. Sports ball. I do need some bravery. But I can gain bravery from photo fauna. Maybe some combat. Yeah, I think I should. There's so many people training in self-defense today that you have to break out into stations. What do you want to work on today? Word space helmet training. You go over to where Nomu is flailing around wearing a word space helmet and load up your own training program. Reality fades out of your awareness and replaced with a rolling neon landscape and thumping bass beat. Shapes start flying towards you, forcing you to dodge and weave around them to the beat of the music. You work up a sweat, lunging and throwing your body around the mat, but it barely feels like you work at all. You feel moderately more aware of your surroundings. Your perception. Super strength. Hard to jam a while. Let's see. Four, 5, 6, 5. Okay, push through. Done. Huh? My god, I look evil. Well, I am extremely stressed out this month. Seriously, I look evil over here. Nothing. I'll definitely go and rest. Relax on the wall. You hook your legs over the railing and stare off into the wilderness. Some people would probably call you a coward for taking some time away and not thinking about Lum declaring war on nature, but you know that it's important to take some time for yourself. You're just a kid, after all. It's not that you can save the planet. Let me guess, we can save the planet. Both of them are good. Done. You're browsing the colony bulletin board on your holopalm over breakfast when you notice a new post from Nomi. It seems to be a short story. The title is Xenos to the Rescue. Oh boy! You open the story and read through it. Wow, it's actually pretty good. Nomi did a great job of grounding the unrealistic premise of talking manticores with relatable characters and a strong emotional story. With your help on some of the finer details, Nomi written something that truly relates, that elevates the art form. You get the notification through your holopalm that you've received some kudos along with a message from Nomi. Thanks for the help, Skamu. Here are your royalties. Late quiet. Ooh, Tang. Tang! You bump into Tangent after a routine checkup in the med bay. Skamu, can you wait a moment? I'm almost done. Let's walk out together. Dr. Instance gave you a curious look as Tang hurries to catch up to you, but goes back to her work. You wonder if Tang needs something from you, or just wants to hang out late. Lately, it seems she has less time for her friends, preferring to work late at the lab. Maybe she's lonely. Ah, nice weather we're having. Tang says as you walk outside. You look around. It seems pretty normal for the season. Is she hitting on me? She clears her throat. It's so different here than it was in space, she says. Growing up in a spaceship was so clean and tidy. Here, I'm constantly sweeping pollen or dust or spores or what have you of everything. There was a mushroom growing in the corner of the bathroom the other day. I kinda like it here, honestly. Yuck, Tang says, you can have it. You walk for a few more minutes. Tang clearly has something on her mind, so you let her sit with it until she finally steals herself. I'm not very good at this sort of thing, she says slowly. So you know I've been working on a big project with Chief Engineer. Yeah. Yeah. You're not? And she continues. Well, it's been going really well. I think we're finally over the last hurdle now. Governor Lau said it's going to change everything here in the colony for the better. Tang seems more at ease than you've seen her in years. Surely I couldn't have done it without you, Tang says, a slight smile warming her usually expressionless face. I know I can be hard to be around, but I appreciate everything you've done for me, and ultimately for the colony and all of humanity. Time to make a move. Your intention find yourself alone on the path of engineering to the quarters wing. You edge closer to Tangent as you walk. She doesn't seem to notice and moves away, maintaining the distance between you. We're a good team. Let's make it official. You propose a formal amorous partnership between you, the way one might propose a scientific thesis. It would have mutually beneficial advantages, you tell her, and Tang stops in her tracks. I don't know what to say, she says slowly. Smitten. She gives you a considering look. You're not the first person to suggest a partnership, but I must admit, you're the first person who piques my interest in return. You know what? Yes! Yes! She decides. You're entirely right. I like you. You like me? There's nothing stopping us from pursuing a relationship. God! Tag! Tang! Oh my god. Want to make out? You lean in and press your mouth together. Tang lips a little dry, and she smiles when you kind of stick together. Almost acceptable, she teases, licking her lips. She brings her hand to your face and guides you together again into a kiss that's much better than the first. Tang's a better kisser than you expected. Confident, unashamed, methodical. You kiss until she tires of it, pulling away and touching her lips with a slight smile. I'm looking forward to continuing this train of thought, he says. Tang. Like, I'm also interested in Nomi Nomi, you know? Maybe. Maybe. Anything else? Ooh, good. A crystal. I guess we will go with the next run. Tammy's mine, okay? Okay, Photo of Honor. I want the creativity and a little bit more I can get bravery. Practicing the Photo of Honor isn't just about controlling your breath, but controlling your mind too. It takes a remarkable internal clarity to be able to summon crisp, beautiful holographic images. You meditate a lot, focusing on developing your inner eye. Get to work. Photo of Honor. Dang. First collectible is free, okay. If it's free, I'm gonna redraw. Why do you have to show me that? Why do you have to show me that? God. Okay, push through. Nomi. Early pollen. Mid pollen. Dang. But this time there's no... like event, because right now it's shimmering, you know. Supposed to be the shimmering. Nothing. Okay, we practiced Photo of Honor and I think we're gonna get 2 perks out of it this time. Before that, let me check something here. Okay, Photo of Honor. Leave first. Photo of Honor. What is it? Okay. Pick it out. Nope. Where's my Photo of Honor? Okay, there. Sun Medallion. Practice Photo of Honor. You've been practicing the Photo of Honor watching tutorial videos and copying what you hear, but that's just one part of learning how to make music. It's time to write your own music. What kind of style you should use for your composition review? If it's... Okay. I'm doing this for, like... I got a feeling that if peppy and fun, I can use this for Nomi. If I use for slow and thoughtful, it's for... This one is for Tang. That's very mature. To what you credit your inspiration, the trials of growing up. Composing a song. The Golden Roseman is a noble genre. To sit down to compose your great work, you have a rudimentary grasp of notation, preferring a more instinctive spiritual approach to music, but slowly something begins to come together. Eventually you have, well, it's a piece of music at least. It's not as quite miraculous as what the experts can produce, but it's not bad either. Solidly middle of the road. You play it for anyone who listens, and always get polite applause. Okay, I got a better idea. Okay, practice photo fauna. Something peppy and funny. Either friendship or both of them. Tangent! Tangent makes an excellent muse. You sit down and compose your great work. You have a... Eventually to... damn it. Well, for Tangent. 8. That. Met pollen. Okay, I have unlocked 2 new cards in the depot. Extra card dropper. Draw an extra card at the start. Effect. Okay. New perk. Maybe I'm gonna go and check the new card. Wait. Let's go and check the new card. Let's see, if I work in a depot, what do I get? Organizing persuasion. Ooh! Oh, dang. Cool jacket. 30 bravery, twice for streets. Draw an extra card. I don't think I need it. What's this? Emoji Proji. What's Emoji Proji? The vintage focus device from Fidget Spinner. I think we buy this because like maybe we'll be able to like get something. We gonna unlock a new something new. And it's the evolve, basically a better version of the. It's a better version of photo fauna. Practice photo fauna. But I already done. I think we relax a bit. We are not gonna go for this for a while. We'll go for reasoning a little bit. Okay? Because I wanna like get... No, we are. Have you seen my delinquent brother? Tang asked. Already agitated. He was supposed to appear for his vaccination before leaving on expedition again. Dr. Inces messaged me like I'm his keeper. Or some such nonsense. She sighs and pinches the bridge of her nose. I'm done minding him. If he wants to cough up flower petals for the next 3 weeks or whatever else mind you, there's just waiting to infect us. He's welcome to muck around and find out. Have any time to spare? Tang house and checks the time on her holocron. I suppose, she says archly, and then smiles. If you provide me with sufficient motivation. You hang out in the lab. Tang cleans her workstation to prepare to leave with you. But, just as you take her arm, an alarm goes off. Tang curses and scrambles over to an experiment and turns off the alarm. I seem to have forgotten that this experiment requires a great deal of babysitting, she says. But my apologies, but might we stay in the laboratory? Of course. There's nothing like to be done about it when you're dating a maniac like Tang. So you pull up a chair and settle in to keep her company. It's still nice to spend time with her. Ah, Tang. Okay. So I think I'll just go to class a bit and get some perks there. Let's see. Take this off. Sun medallion. Let's see. Study humanities. Okay. Tutor children. Let's see. Nomi Nomi. Assist in Mad Bay. There is a lot of way to improve with Nomi Nomi, you know. With this, I think it's good. Tutor children. You're in engineering very late today. You're starting to nod off and considering packing up for the night. You see Tangent and Instance leave their lab without locking the door. They're heading back towards the living quarters. Usually they are very cautious, but they must have been very tired and forgotten. They've been working something in secret. What do you find? Sneak in. Checking in to make sure the clothes is clear, you slip into their office. It's just off the mat bay, and every flat surface is dedicated to experiments. The whiteboard is covered in dense scribbles and diagrams, and the garbage bins is filled with wrappers and discarded of soil meal replacement. It smells like stale coffee and sleep deprivation here. Their holoscreen terminal is still active. It seems strange that they left it on. You get the feeling maybe they weren't done for the night. You have to be quick. Oh, which one is it? Which one is it? Search the computer. You tap through the file structure on the lab computer. There are some encrypted files, but nothing obvious like one named Instance, Evil Plan Final 2. Darn, guess it's not as easy as they make you get the hold of it. Decrypt the files. Engineered plate. You pour over everything Tang and Instance have been working on, slowly putting together the pieces. What you find is chilling. After researching the shimmer fungus together, they decided to bioengineer a more powerful that uses the same pathway. Oh god! Oh, you gotta be kidding me! But only affects native Vertuna creatures. It would sever the existing symbiotic relationship between Vertuna fauna and fungi and be completely fatal to its host. It's a bioweapon. It will kill everything on the planet. Well, everything that walks, swims, or flies, leaving it empty and ready for human colonization. But why would they do this? You dig a little deeper and find not Instance research logs, but her personal log, written on real paper with cover page that reads, "In my defense, upon my death." You read through the papers in which Instance details being approached by Lum shortly after the Helio landed and he took control of the council. The Helio had been sent to retrieve congruence and bring to justice the people who stole her. Instance primarily, but also Hal and your mother. When they realized they could never return to Earth, Lum became interested in Instance research instead, particularly her research into Vertimian ecology. Under threat of execution, Instance was essentially forced to pivot her research into finding a way to cleanse the planet for human colonization. She writes that she tried to shield the other scientists from her work for their protection, but that couldn't keep the secret from her apprentice Tangent. She speaks highly of Tangent, almost as a mother would talk about her own child. She grieves that she couldn't protect her too. You scan the copies of the missive. At least you have evidence now. Get to work. Oh no! This is terrible! Why? Why? Oh. Okay. Win. But At least she doesn't want to do this. Reasoning. Empathy. Okay. Are we gonna talk to her about it? Hang. Tang seems especially troubled today, so you invite her on a long walk around the inner wall. That's Tang thing. Thinking walk. She's touched that you know her that well. She talks in fitful bursts, then lapses into long silences. Finally, she stops and puts her hand on the wall, like she's bracing herself. Skamu, something's been bothering me, she says, clenching her other hand at her side. She collects her words with great difficulty. Is it morally defensible to do something that people wouldn't approve of if you're doing in their best interest? What would you, what if you don't have a choice? Damn! Okay, if I say I know about the engineer plague, you what? She's gonna like, how could you do that? Tang smiles, though it doesn't reach her eyes. It was only a matter of time, I suppose, she says quietly. Sometimes it seems like you know everything that goes on in the colony. No, only about you. Thank you again for your help, she continues. You were really instrumental in overcoming several hurdles, whether you knew it or not. As your friend, please, don't do it. As my friend, Tang replies, incredulous. A real friend would understand why I have to do this. I have to protect the instance. I have to protect the colony. She pushes herself off the walls and starts walking away from you. A few paces she stops and her shoulders slump. I don't want to do this, Skamu, she says miserably. If I don't have instance though, Lam is going to kill her. The colony needs her. I need her. I don't know what I'll do without her, she sighs. I don't know. Maybe we can convince him to stop. Tang rubs her hand against her eyes and turns to you. She looks impossibly tired, and for a moment, as young as she really is, Lam is forcing us to work on the virus, she says. I don't know what to do. I'll find a way to convince him. Visit command to put a stop to Chief Engineer's genocidal plan. Tang will back you up. Oh god, oh god. Just when I... Okay, we gotta save. We gotta save! Okay. Back up. Put a stop to Tangent's secret project. Tangent goes with you to confront Governor Lam. She looks scared. Lam is alone in the bridge. This is your chance to convince him to change course on his genocidal virus. Lam looks up from his hollow palm as you enter. What is it? He snaps. I'm busy. Tangent raises her chin and takes a breath to steady her nerves beside you. You hope she's still willing to go through this. You tell Governor Lam that you know everything about the bioengineering plague he intends to unleash upon the planet. How he pressed Instance and Tangent into creating it under threat of death. How it will kill every living thing on Vertumna. Lam listens intently, his face growing colder as you speak. When you're done, he gives you a stern look. You don't understand what you're talking about, Skamu. He says, I'm the governor here. I make the decisions, not you. I have evidence, I'll tell everyone. You show him what you found in Dr. Instance's lab, all of her notes and recordings, even her personal logs about her concerns of how they haven't managed to find a way to neutralize the dangerous fauna without causing a complete ecological collapse. Lam's face grows red, but he's uncharacteristically somber. I don't know how you got this, he says slowly, but it is damning. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. You stare at Lam. That's it? He gives you an exasperated look. That means you can go, he orders. Leave before I change my mind and throw you in the brig for espionage charges. You have averted what could only be the complete destruction of the Vertumnan ecosystem and saved Instance's life. You can breathe a little easier today. Where's Tang? Tang, feeling better? I owe almost everything I am to Chief Engineer Instance, Tanya says. She sees me for who I really am. Tang runs her fingertips over her jaw. Without her, I would probably be as sad and isolated as my brother, or as broken as my mother was. I owe her my life. I would do anything she would ask me to. What about me? What about me? So sad. Okay, now it's already been, 2 hour plus. I'll think I'll end the stream here, okay? Because it's been quite a while, and we'll pick this up on, today's Wednesday. I'll pick this up on Friday, okay? So let me see. New save. 17, right? 17. Okay, so we'll continue this on Friday, okay? And maybe we'll go a bit longer on that day, I suppose. Maybe. We'll see how it goes, okay? But tomorrow is Persona 5. Because I'm trying to increase the frequency of my Persona 5 stream because Persona 3 is coming out next month, okay? And I'm really looking forward for that. So Persona 5 tomorrow is basically that we're gonna basically go over the flashback. It's like we finished the flashback and now we are gonna see how it's gonna play out in the present day. Okay, so with that said, I'll end the stream here and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.